Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for the Clone Conspiracy issue 4. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple of updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 178, and that show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. So if you want to go check out the exclusive comics for that show, that will be in the description below. But let's start talking about the Clone Conspiracy issue 4. So love the cover here. We get to see Spider-Man trying to fight off the lizard. That wasn't as relevant in this issue though, but it is, I guess, Peter trying to figure out his point of view of this whole new you thing. And Lizard does attack him in the issue, but I don't think that was the big prominent part. Maybe it could have been a Ben Reilly cover, but still gorgeous artwork here. I wonder who does the cover. It looks like Gabrielle Del Otto did the cover. Really like it. Love the detail with Lizard. You can even see some of his saliva as Peter's trying to fight him off. So that's a awesome cover. And then the interior artwork is gorgeous as well. Really love the style here. More than the current Amazing Spider-Man books. I'm glad that they, especially with this style of artwork, they pay such attention to facial expressions, which I think is very important. So yeah, love the artwork here. And we'll say at times, though, it's a little crowded, and that's just because of how many people are on each panel. So that would be a fault. It's definitely not the style of it, but just the space. And I think that's more to do with the story than the art, but it does feel a little cluttered at times, and it makes it feel like a lot is going on, and it makes you feel a little overwhelmed. But let's start talking about the story. And with this issue, we get to see Ben Reilly and Peter have their discussion about Uncle Ben, and Peter realizes that he doesn't think that Ben Reilly would bring back Uncle Ben because he's the only one that would go against Ben Reilly and say, you're doing the wrong thing. Everyone else is glad to be alive, but Uncle Ben would know the truth, and Ben Reilly realizes that. So you can see, especially in this issue, that Ben Reilly's playing a lot of tricks on people. And I do hope we get a little bit of a background, more of a background of why he's doing these things, because it does seem a little out of character for Ben Reilly, but I'm sure there is a reason of why he kind of turned to the dark side a bit more, even though we got a little glimpse of it. I want to see more of that. And now we have this screeching noise happening that we're seeing the next evolution of New You. Supposedly this is to make all the New You people come together and form a new race. And we saw hints of this in other tie-ins. Last week it was Silk, also Amazing Spider-Man we saw a hint of this happening, and now we finally have it happening in this issue. I thought it would be more towards the beginning though, just because those other tie-ins left us off on that point. I thought it would be more towards the beginning, but I guess the next issue will deal with whatever this sound is going on. So what did I think of the issue overall? I thought this was, like I said, a bit more crowded than others. You know, they definitely trying to deal with a lot of stuff because there are so many characters, but even trying to deal with Dr. Octopus and Anna Marie, where Anna Marie's like, well, I don't really trust you. And there's definitely some interesting interaction there if you like that relationship. If you enjoyed Superior Spider-Man, you definitely get a dose of it. I'm not a big Superior Spider-Man fan, so I didn't love that scene as much, but I think this story tries to cater to all Spider-Man fans. Of course, people love Ben Reilly, and then if you like Superior Spider-Man, you get a little taste of that. You know, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, so that's a good thing. But like I said, so much going on, so many characters, and that is a big negative with this issue. And I don't like that the tie-ins spoiled this moment before it happened. That's why I thought it was going to be the beginning of the issue and we would start out with this Sonic whatever, but it was the end of the issue. So that cliffhanger was spoiled in the other tie-ins. So I think timing-wise, they could have released those tie-ins in the same week. Nothing against Amazing Spider-Man, because that did come out this week, but Silk spoiled it, and that came out last week. So, and also just a little sign to say, hey, read Clone Conspiracy first, and then read Amazing Spider-Man, or then read Silk. So I would like that notion or that note. So Dead No More, The Clone Conspiracy, for me, gets 3.5 stars. It was actually closer to 3 stars, but I did bump it up to 3.5 because of the art style. I do think this was a bit of a weaker issue for Clone Conspiracy, but I'm still looking forward to seeing where the rest of the arc goes, because I do think it is a very interesting arc. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.